Good evening, Moses Wyatt, Coach Mo, and this is Brian Watson. We're here at the Spring Hill Invitational Tournament halftime show with Sports Highlights Unlimited brought to you by Hendu Productions. We're at halftime of a 21-28 ball game, Brian, where we find Sumner down, Pirates up. Tell me about the first half. Let's recap a little bit.
Well, you know what I was looking at, what I saw this first half was a little tightness from both clubs. I felt like Sumner came out ready to play some ball, but they weren't quite getting into their sets as I was hearing the Coach Parr, screaming at them, getting your set, getting your set. When they got in their set, they happened to execute it well, and then they scored. But Piper seems to be getting everything they want right now. They're controlling the boards, not by a lot, but they're controlling the boards. And that's where the game is being won right now, Coach.
I agree. I think Piper's defensive pressure is what has them up right now.
Right.
They are able to put a lot of pressure on the ball. And that's where Sumner is struggling. Sumner's struggling with the pressure. Now, Joe Daniels did a great job in the first half getting into the lane,
right,
either getting to the free throw line or getting the shot up. Did
right,
a great job. But their ace in the hole, Alex Garvin, hasn't hit a shot from the field yet.
Right.
So that's where they're struggling. I think in the second half he will.
Right.
He'll turn it on. I think they'll get a little more motion moving into the offense. Sumner start getting out here. But what I'm really concerned with is the 3 fouls on the starting point guard for the Pirates.
Right.
Calvin Johnson.
That was huge in the first half, Coach. That was huge. You can't run a team without a good point guard on the floor.
Correct.
You can't do that. I think that's Sumner's problem right now is that they don't have a true point guard, a true floor general to help with the offense. Deion Tripp is a great player, really good player, but he's a junk man. You know, he can get you 6 or 7 rebounds. He can get to the hoop whenever he wants to, but he's not the true point guard you need to get your offense rolling.
Right.
He's a great defender.
Right.
He can lock you up if he wants to, but he cannot get that offense running the way that Sumner needs that offense to go.
I agree with you. We call a player like Deion Tripp the jump off. At any point, he can jump something off for his team.
That's right.
Be it a rebound, be it a block, be it a steal,
right,
be it a drive, just like he ended the first half with the bank shot off the 3.
Right.
Jump off. At any point, he can come up with a play that can influence the game.
And they're going to need more of that in the second half.
They will.
I can guarantee you, Parr wasn't very nice to him in that locker room.
No, I know he wasn't. I know he wasn't. But you got to have somebody driving the car.
That's right.
And that's the point guard. You got to have somebody driving the car. And that's why Sumner is struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Because their driver, they haven't found one that's confident that can do that. Now, Joe Daniels and Deion Tripp have been sharing the responsibilities.
All right.
But they got to find one that can dominate and be able to do that.
Right.
That's where Calvin Johnson comes in for Piper. I spent this summer watching Calvin play AAU basketball and him honing his skills. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me, fellas.
I think they want to be on television, too.
All right. Yeah. You're not used? All right. But I spent this summer watching Calvin.
Right.
And he matured as a point guard this summer.
Okay.
He was able, with the competition level he was playing against and playing for the team he played for, he spent a lot of time honing his point guard skills and understanding how to manage a team, how to drive the car, so to speak.
Okay.
And I can see that. He's driving the car, 9 straight wins.
He's a point guard.
Red hot, 9 straight wins.
He's not worried about the points. He's worried about getting the team involved.
Getting the win. And that's what matters for a point guard.
That's right.
Now, let's look at something. I'm going to ask you. You're Coach Parr. You're in the locker room.
All right.
What do you tell Sumner?
First, I'm telling them we have to finish our layups. They missed 6 to 7 layups point blank.
Yeah.
Our bigs have to crash the boards. Our bigs have to hold on to the ball. We need more offensive rebounds. If we miss our layups or we miss a shot, we have to block out, and now we have to be more aggressive this second half because we win or we don't play for the championship tomorrow.
Now, if I'm Coach Wallace, and I'm over here with the Pirates, what I look at them and I say, my famous speech, first point is 0-0. Forget about the first half, 0-0. We got to step on their neck now. Calvin, you can't get into foul trouble. We need you to drive this car. And we go from there. I tell the Jennings brothers, get busy.
Right.
It's your game. All right. Well, I'm Coach Mo.
I'm Brian Watson.
And we're here at the Spring Hill Invitational, and we'll see you after the game.
The next great entrepreneur is out there. A person with a passion to turn an idea into a business, create jobs, grow the economy, and change the way we live, work, and play. The next great entrepreneur is out there. Will it be you? An entrepreneur with an idea can change the world. Get started now at willitbeyou.com.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't grill it better.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Second half, Calvin Johnson back in the game with his 3 fouls. McDonald, quick move to the bucket, drops it to C.J. Harper. Luke Long for 3.
Good. That's not a good sight for the Sabres if Luke Long gets to filling it.
Pushes the lead to 10. Deion Tripp, good set coming out of the second half for the Piper Pirates.
Luke Long being Piper's leading scorer for their team with 13, right at 13 a game.
Garvin drops it to Tripp. Edwards. Good look down below.
Garvin's off today. He's got to find his rhythm. He's got to be able to get himself going with an easy bucket somehow.
Calvin Johnson. Step back, pull up, jump
Good
shot.
shot.
Good. Quick 5 here.
Sumner's got to come up with an answer before this gets out of control.
Alex Garvin for 3.
There he is. As soon as we speak, here he comes. (24-33) in this third quarter.
Johnson out top against Tripp. Dominique Jennings hands it off to Luke Long against Daniels. Harper comes to set the screen. Good patience here by Piper. Johnson in the lane.
It's Leandre Edwards, his second foul of the game. Sends Calvin Johnson to the line.
2 free throws. Not a lot of minutes there in the first half for Calvin Johnson with his 3 fouls. Good free throw shooter. He's able to roll it in.
And I think he's one of the keys to Piper's success. Not only just the pressure, but being a point guard.
Second free throw is good.
I think that's one of the things that Sumner is lacking is a solid point guard play.
Tripp drops it to Joel Daniels. Sykes in the lane, can't finish. Edwards.
Good one-hand rebound putback.
Johnson coming back the other way now. Sumner needs some stops here. Luke Long. Good help defense there by Sumner. Johnson, baseline move in the lane. Drops it to Luke Long, who pulls the 3 short.
He's
Rebound,
got to get
Calvin
his feet
Johnson.
set to shoot that.
Harper with a nice short jump shot there.
I would like to see Luke get his feet set before he put that up.
Tripp.
Tripp's made several good moves to get in the lane and just not been able to finish today.
Calvin Johnson will come back the other way. C.J. Harper with the rebound. Johnson. Jennings in the lane, loses it. Harper Sykes takes it away. Tripp going the other way, 1-on-2. Daniels turns down the 3, moves into the lane. Long tries to get a charge, doesn't get the call.
Good strong rebound by Harper.
Johnson pushing the other way. Into the lane, layup up, strong. Rebound to Deion Tripp after being tipped around. Again, Sumner struggling to get the ball in the basket here. Daniels, pull up 3.
Good shot by Daniels. Good shot when they needed it.
Don't dribble, don't do anything, just pull.
Pull up.
Itchy trigger finger there by Joel Daniels.
29-37, 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Tyrone Owens will check back in for Piper.
I'd like to see some of the screens that Sumner said. I'd like to see them be a little more solid. I think the freshman is leaving a little too early before he actually gets his body connected on the screen to let them turn the corner on a few of them. But I'd like to see that. I think now's the time Piper has to either step on him or Sumner will get back in the game.
Sumner's definitely got to come up with a few stops here. Piper came out with a quick 5 points, but Alex Garvin stopped the bleeding. Got some momentum going back in Sumner's way, but they are still down 8 points here in the third quarter against a very balanced Piper squad, good defensive squad. Calvin to move it to the front court. Back screen being set.
The other Jennings brother entered the game.
Tyrone and Dominique. Calvin. Tripp will get the call. Will be on the floor, out of bounds to Piper. First foul on Deion. Calvin Johnson. Pull up, jump shot is no good. Dominique Jennings. Joel Daniels secures another rebound. Daniels. Tripp. Turns down the jumper. Hard off the board. Edwards can't finish.
Is he padding stats?
2 quick offensive rebounds to go along with that bucket with Leandre Edwards.
And that's what he's going to have to do if Sumner's going to get back in this game and have a chance to play for the championship. He's going to have to be on those boards. He's got to control it. Give them second chances.
Calvin Johnson on the wing. Good defense there by the freshman Derek Sykes.
Oh, backcourt. That's a mental error by Calvin Johnson. Mental error.
Colton Beebe will check back in, along with Mike White for Sumner Academy. Harper will check out. Edwards is still on the court. Garvin for 3. Good.
He's heating up. I've heard they refer to him as a microwave, but any second he can get hot.
There we go. Jennings.
3-point ball game now, David.
Pull-up jump shot is no good. Just basics underneath the goal, just trying to grab the basketball. Both teams struggling a little bit with that.
Yeah. It's time to tighten up on fundamentals each way. Just hanging on to the ball.
Esquina, Thomas, Luke Long set to check back in. Again, this Piper squad is deep too. Go 8-9 deep for players that can come in and make a contribution on this squad.
And that's going to make a big difference going to the fourth quarter. Now that's Jennings, which is Tyrone, his third foul. So we got CJ and Tyrone with 3 fouls.
Free throw. It's good. Actually, check that. That'll be Alex Garvin's third foul. That was Piper at the line.
Correct.
Joel Daniels, I think he's gone the whole way here. I thought he would have to put in a lot of minutes. Him and Deion Tripp. Tripp moves into the lane, drops it. Daniels to pull right up. That's off right. Tripp able to save it, but Esquina is there to collect it. Thomas going the other way, drops it. Gonna get Daniels there on the block. A little bit of momentum after that quick start by Piper back in Sumner's favor.
I almost don't like Tripp saving that ball. He started a fast break for the other team.
BB in the lane goes up strong.
Good block.
Alex Garvin able to collect the rebound and go the other way. Tripp. Moving into
White
the front
calling
court.
for that ball. He wants that ball.
Tripp. Drops it to Garvin. Back out top. Cross court Daniels. Makes a move in the lane. Get a blocking call. And they will call it on Mr. Luke all day long. Dion. Tripp set to trigger it in. Edwards falls down the lane. Garvin hands it off to Tripp, who resets out top. Daniels. Daniels in the lane, pull up, jumper. Long rebound, collected by Daniels. Garvin, a pull up, that's a block.
Blocked
Tyrone
by Jennings.
Owens ahead the other way. Get called for a travel there by Luke Long.
Daniel saying he's tired. Womack set to come in for him. They need somebody to get the ball, Sumner does.
Womack checks in for Daniels. Tripp out top. Will hand off to Garvin, who moves in the lane. Pull-up jumper. Nice high release. He's able to finish.
3-point game now.
Owens out top against Deion Tripp.
I think Garvin's unofficially got about 8 points this quarter so far.
2 threes and a 2.
Timeout called by the Pirates.
So again, this is David Brox. We're live at the Spring Hill Invitational. We'll be right back. Thomas out top. Luke Long. Pull-up jump shot is no good. Long. Another offensive rebound by Piper. Esquina will get fouled. I don't know if they'll call Colton Beebe's a shot, but maybe 2 more offensive rebounds for Piper.
Sumner's just in bad position for the rebound, to get the defensive rebound. They're finding themselves on the outside of the rebound.
Esquina. First free throw is long. The junior Bill Berry checks back in for Leandre Edwards.
That foul was on White. It's his first. It's the team's 5th foul.
Second free throw. Good. Tripp quickly moving the other way.
Pushes the lead to 4 for the Pirates.
Easy reach call.
I made a mistake earlier and you corrected me. This is Jennings now, his 2nd foul.
Billboard is set to trigger it in to Womack.
Turnover.
Parr asking for a clean pass out of that. Daniels will get a quick rest. I think maybe Parr might want to get him that full minute and then a quarter to be able to sit down and get collected for the 4th quarter, but Daniels will check right back in for Womack.
Well, he can't let the game get out of hand. It's a 4-point game. Now's the time to get there. So he's trying to make sure they stay close.
Esquina throws it off.
Turnover.
Tyrone Jennings. Coach Wallace asking his point guard to go get that ball, get it out of Esquina's hand there. Tripp hands it off to Joel Daniels against Long, moves in the lane.
Really pleased at the job Coach Wallace has done with these Pirates. He's got them really playing.
You're talking about a team last year that won 2 ball games. And now they've won 9 consecutive games. Had the big surprising victory against a solid Lansing squad. Just playing good team ball. I mean, this is a good unit. Got some seniors on here from the football team as well that are able to build that success from the football season onto the basketball court. That the whole community is rallying around these teams at Piper. Dion, good pass to White, who could not finish at the bucket. Bilberry, back up, no good. Another offensive rebound. Still can't finish.
You can tell the change in the Piper Pirates just by when the teammates come off the floor, you see them stand up, congratulate. You can see the bench morale, how they are. It was totally different from last year.
Bilberry at the line now for 2.
Sumner's having problems making some easy layups. They've missed several this game.
Bunnies.
That's what they call.
Faison set to check back in for Alex Garvin, who's going to try and get a minute's worth of rest again. Good, smart substitution there. You want to get as much playing time for your seniors as possible. So give them a minute here at the end of the third, and then the timeout at the end of the quarter. Bilberry, second free throw. Look good, goes in.
50%. This trip from the line.
Owens comes into the front court against Tripp. Drops it to Esquina, pull-up jump shot is Long.
Not boxing out.
Tripp up ahead, Daniels will finish at the rim.
1-point ball game.
Owens.
Sumner's making a run, which we knew they would. They weren't going to lay down. Coach Parr's teams never lay down.
Tyrone Jennings now. Piper squad facing a little adversity. Sumner's got all the momentum now, erasing
And this
10
goes
or 12
to,
point lead.
This goes to Calvin Johnson being on the bench.
Jennings into his brother, Esquina. Gets Mike White in the air, unable to finish, but he will get 2 free throws here with 19.5.
Nice move by Esquina to get White off his feet, get to the free throw line.
Notice here they got 7 fouls and Piper just has 4. So going into the fourth quarter, Piper's going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Will be in the bonus. Piper's got a couple of fouls to give going into the fourth. First free throw is no good. And Sumner's going to actually get the ball here if they can rebound or collect this with an opportunity to tie this ball game after having a sizable lead at the half.
That's why we see Garvin coming back in, that long-range bomber.
Esquina, second free throw is good. We'll look for Sumner Academy to hold it out here for 1 shot. Tripp with 9. Goes into the lane, cross court, Bilberry. Up, no good. Tipped out with 3. Daniels, long jumper is going to be short and out of bounds, and that's the end of the third quarter. 41-39, Piper leads. We'll be right back.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
It's like a hockey puck.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Back live. Spring Hill Invitational. Home of the Broncos here. Be here for the second game of the night. David Brox with Sports Highlights Unlimited. This production is brought to you by Hendu Productions, who we've teamed up what was formerly KCK Preps, Deion Tripp, out top against Tyler Owens.
Very important quarter for both teams.
Daniels.
This the quarter that's got to be won.
Short on the turnaround jump shot by White.
I'd like to see White power up instead of fade away with that shot.
Garvin on defense against Tyrone Jennings. Owens. Coach Wallace was talking about boxing out here in the fourth quarter. Couldn't agree more with the way that both of these teams have been offensive rebounding. McDonald struggling to handle the ball. It will stay with Piper.
Well, almost became a change. Earlier in the game, Piper's pressure was causing turnovers. Now Sumner's starting to pressure Piper's guard.
Luke Long. Calvin Johnson set to check back in here for the Pirates. McDonald against Daniels. Makes a move. I thought he traveled, but he got in the lane and got the bucket.
Count it, and one.
We'll talk a little bit about our production here. Set up good quality, multiple cameras here from Hendu Productions. Good quality on the broadcast. We are looking for sponsors for what we're trying to get done in KCK. Multiple games that we broadcast during this season, and football as well. McDonald's first free throw is no good. 1-and-1. But again, another offensive rebound. Tripp. Cross court, Garvin. Hold the ball. Tyrone
Sumner's
Jennings.
got to take care of the ball.
Can't finish.
Another offensive rebound by the Pirates.
Tyrone Jennings again, hard to the bucket, no good. Rebound. Mike White, Vince Esquino with a foul.
A little bit about the sponsorships.
I mean, we're focused on providing a good quality spotlight for these young men to be able to post and show what they can do in quality, and having the post-game, pre-games, interviews with coaches, bring some attention to KCK and what we can provide. So if you are a KCK business and interested in teaming up with us, we definitely would be interested in talking to you about how we can help you as well.
And how would they get in contact with you?
Tripp into the lane. Mike White able to finish.
Keeping it a two-point game.
Calvin Johnson out top against Tripp. Not a lot of movement here by Piper's offense, standing around. You get a timeout from Coach Wallace.
Real quickly, tell us how we can get a business can get in touch with you for a sponsorship.
So first of all, the site that we had before, KCK Preps, Nick Sloan has decided to dedicate a little bit more time to the Kansas City Kansas. He does the work there. So we're going to try and keep it going as much as we can. Award ceremonies, broadcasts, keeping up with scores, and posting highlights and spotlights on the players. The new website is blog.shukc.com. You can reach out to me. I will, at the end of this weekend, at some point, we will get some information about Hendu Productions, Todd Henderson and his team that comes out to do these broadcasts. We'll have some contact information for as well as creating a page specifically to show what we're trying to produce here as a product for KCK, and then we're branching out a little bit here in Spring Hill to be able to show you a Spring Hill versus a good Eisenhower squad from Wichita. So again, expanding our horizons a little bit to be able to put on display what Hendu Productions and Sports Highlights can do. Luke Long moves against Joel Daniels. 2-point game, Piper leads.
Fourth quarter, 5:50 to go.
Tyrone Jennings against Garvin. He'll pull up for 3.